Like Moths to Flames dropped their new album, The Cycles of Trying to Cope. Do not sleep on this shit while you're listening to the new Knocked Loose album on repeat, because this one is also a banger. I had high hopes. You see what I did there? For this record, and they did not disappoint. What a great band. What a fantastic band. I'm just going to get into my favorite. Gone Without a Trace is probably my favorite, because it's got the heavy elements but also the clean chorus on it, and I just love when Like Moths to Flames does that. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Every single song on here is a fucking banger. And if I sat here and named favorites, you would probably think I didn't listen to the record, because it would be every single goddamn song. Front to back, bangers. Angels Weep, fantastic opener. What Do We See When We Leave This Place feels like a fucking closer. Even with that title, I love when a band has a really solid closer and then ends it with a question. It further solidifies that feeling that they're trying to portray. The Depths I Roam is another one I'm going to name as a favorite, because it was so good. But I very much enjoyed this record. Stoked to see what happens. Not easy to release on the same day as an absolute juggernaut like Knocked Loose. So I'm very happy to see people online still repping this album, and it not getting lost in the noise, because that was like when I saw this record announced first, and then I saw Knocked Loose announced, and I'm like,
like, damn,
they might want to move that. But I'm glad they held.
You might want to delay it for some music videos.
Yeah, you might want to blame it on the music videos.
Yeah.
Or say the vinyl's not going to be ready, but it only needs one more week.
Just one more.
So, I'm glad that they're still getting their flowers, still getting the recognition they deserve, because Like Moths to Flames is a great band. We've been repping them for a while, and just, again, stoked to see where this album takes them, hoping for a headliner off the back of this, because it's been a while since I've seen them, and I've never seen them headline, so I would like to see them headline. On to you, Glory.
I really liked this record as well. Great fucking full length, start to finish. It starts and it just fucking banger. My personal favorite is the closer. As you mentioned, it was one of your favorites. Great choice. What Do We See When We Leave This Place? I fucking love how it goes like steady, boom, fucking huge as shit. Incredible closer. That's exactly what I want from a closer. Not necessarily like anthemic, but still just kind of like ending with a bang. Incredible. I thought they did great. Just overall, I really did just like this record a lot. I need to sit with it a little bit more to kind of have it as a contender, I guess, for an album of the year. I've only listened to it twice, but I definitely will be revisiting this one, because I mean, come on, man, hopefully you don't forget it this time.
I was just gonna say, both records, both heavy records that came out this week, no offense to Childish Gambino, are in the running, in the contending for album of the year. But we'll see when I build my list 10 minutes before we do our video.
I've been working on my list already, man.
I should probably do that. I should probably do that.
Because if I don't do that, it's the first time I'm doing it this year. I'm not trying to act like I do this every year, because usually I also do it like day before we record. I'm like, fuck, what came out? But I would forget like albums that I actually liked at the beginning of the year. So if I like it on like second listen still, it goes on the list, and then I just sort it from there. That's my attempt this year.
What I've done the past couple of years is I'll go on Last FM and then just flip it to the past 12 months, and obviously whatever releases came out that year, and then whatever I listen to the most goes into the list, and then I organize it a little bit based on that. But it allows me to know what I listen to the most, which means I probably liked it the most, and then take it from there. And then there's some where it's like a negligible amount of difference of listens where it gets flipped around. But that's how I build my lists. Are
you going to try anything different this year?
It's been working for me. I don't know. Like, it's like if I listen to it enough for it to be like super high up, maybe a record from 10 years ago is the one that took the number one spot. We're just saying hypothetically, but the number two is a record that came out that year.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have to say that was probably my album of the year that was released that
Yeah.
year because I listened to it the most. I don't listen to an album 700 times that I don't like.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Instead of like trying to guess or like try to
Mhm.
figure out what came out, I'm just like, let me look at the hard numbers.
See, and it's like I have to write stuff down because I listen to music that came out like fucking 5 years
And you
ago.
listen to it a lot more than I do, yeah.
So it's just like I always want to just make sure like I'm bookmarking stuff. So it's like, okay, I'll revisit this the week of the ranking.
Yeah.
But damn. Okay, cool. Good to know your process.
Yeah.
No. Okay.